Hello, I'm Pinky Kaur and welcome to my channel. I have been getting requests from a lot of viewers to teach them more and more vegetables, Indian vegetables which I can make with zero oil. So one special request has come from many people how to make lady fingers without oil. So stuffed lady fingers with no oil. So why I keep insisting on zero oil is because most of the time we use oils which are very refined. I mean, I don't want to name any brands, but you get most of the oils which we use are all refined oils, which means they have gone through a huge process of refinement of so it has been ripped of all this fiber, whether it is groundnut oil or whether any nut oil. When they say refined oil, means it has been completely processed so much that the oil, it has been heated and heated and heated, it has crossed the smoking point and there is absolutely no fiber in it, and refined oil is absolutely not good for us to eat. That is the reason why I keep saying let's have zero oil, and I know we need oil for the body, so I substitute it with peanuts, with coconut, which gives us good oil. It's good to use cold pressed oils in moderation, like a cold pressed sesame oil, like a cold pressed coconut oil, but even those oil, do not heat them. After you cook your vegetables, after you make your dals, you can pour over it, so that the toxicity of the oil is not it doesn't make your food toxic. So today let's learn how to make stuffed lady fingers with zero oil. So here I have some stuffed lady fingers. I have cut off the head and the tail, and I have the masalas which go with it. So I have coriander powder, I have cumin powder, that is jeera powder, I have red chili powder, I have turmeric powder, I have rock salt, and I have some garam masala. So I will just mix all this. I'll mix it nicely. You can always use your hands, no problem. Wash your hands well and use your hands. Now to this I will add a good fat, which is the peanut powder. You know, the normal peanuts which you get in the market, in the grocery store, singdana as you call it. So I've just powdered it in the mixie, and I'm just adding that peanut powder, so that this is my good fat, and this is also the oil part of it. Okay, you can also add, if you don't want to add peanut powder, if you're not fond of peanuts, you can also add grated fresh coconut. It will serve the same purpose. Now since the lady fingers are a little sticky in nature, we have to add something sour so that the stickiness goes away. So I would normally add amchur powder, which is the dry mango powder, but recently my son told me, he's also a very good cook and he really cooks awesome bindis. So I saw him using lime, so I thought yes, lime is a good idea. So I will use a lime in this masala. This was his idea. So Puneet, this video is dedicated to you. So now we will add this. It's giving such a nice aroma, that garam masala. Yes, you can also add ginger in this. Today I don't have ginger in the house, so I'm not adding it, but yes, you can grate ginger. Ginger also will give it a very nice flavor. Okay, so I'll just wash my hands and then we will start filling in the bhindis. So I will just slit each bhindi and I will stuff this masala inside. they're almost getting done. See, another reason why I discourage people using refined oil is because in the process of refining them, lots of chemicals are used, and we consume those chemicals in our food. So whether you're using 1 spoon of oil or whether you're using 2-3 spoons of oil, it doesn't matter. Your food becomes toxic anyways. That's the reason why I avoid refined oil completely. Of course, I am totally oil free, but you can use cold press oils because the process is such. For cold press, they don't use much of chemicals. They don't use chemicals at all actually. Best a hand pounded oil. You get hand pounded oils also. Okay, so we have finished stuffing the bhindi, and this masala is remaining. We will use this masala later for the same bhindi. I'll just wash my hands. So here our stuffed lady fingers are ready, the stuffed bhindis. If you leave it to me, I can just eat it like this. It's yum. For me, these are my french fries. Bhindi is not cooked in my house. Bhindi is always eaten raw with lots of green chutney. But since the viewers have asked me that they want to cook it, so they want to know how I cook it, so I thought okay fine. Once in a way when I cook, when I have guests, because guests don't like to eat raw bhindi, I like to eat them. So how I cook it for my guests, there are 2 ways to cook this. I can't stop eating it. One is I have this AMC stainless steel German brand. These are those cookwares in which you can cook with 0 oil and in which you cook at 98 degrees temperature. So you can see this green indication here. So how you cook in this is, now this is stuffed, right? So what I do is I just put this in this, I close this lid and I put this on the gas, on the slow gas, and then this green indicator starts moving. When it comes here, which is 98 degrees, I'm supposed to put off the gas, put the gas off. When it comes back again to almost 60, I open it and my bhindi is ready. In between, we don't have to open it, we don't have to stir it, absolutely nothing, no oil required, nothing. It cooks beautifully. But since most of us don't have this AMC, I thought let me cook it in the conventional way of how to make bhindi so everybody can make it. So come on, let's start. So I have some water boiling here. So I will just take these bhindis and I will lay them on this strainer. So now I have laid all the lady fingers in here, the stuffed ones, and I will just keep it for steaming. And I will cover this. Okay, now while the bhindis are getting steamed, we will just make the tadka also for the lady fingers. So just keeping this is my cast iron kadai which I have kept on this to heat. So let it get hot. Okay, now the kadai has gone hot, so I'll just put in some jeera. I'll just roast it. We already have added the cumin powder in the bhindi, but this is for the tadka. Just roasting it, so it will give a nice aftertaste to the bhindi. So to this I will add onions. I've got 2 onions. So I will roast the onions also now. So our bhindi is getting steamed over there and the onions are getting roasted over here. Now these onions are purely optional. If you don't like onions, you don't want to use onions in a bhindi, it's perfectly fine. You can only do the jeera part, and then you can add your steamed bhindis. But since I like onions, so I have taken roasting onion. Otherwise, the onion part is totally optional. I took about 200 grams of bhindi, and then I took 2 tablespoons of coriander powder, 2 tablespoons of jeera powder, salt to taste, 1 tablespoon red chili, 1 tablespoon garam masala, and little haldi, and 1 lime, and that is how I made the masala. You can also add potatoes to this. You can also steam some potatoes. You can even cut them and add them. You can either keep them whole and stuff the masala also in that. You can do whichever way you like. If you want to add aloo, because kids love aloo, right? So if you want to add aloo, you can do that also. So the onions are done. They become nice and pink in color. So I think I'll switch off this gas for the time being, and I will check my bhindi. Bhindi also seems to have been done. See, this bhindi when it gets steamed, immediately uncover it so that the color doesn't change. So it's done nicely. So what I will do now is, I will take this bhindi, I will add this to my this. Switch off this gas, switch on this gas, and I will add this masala. जो मसाला बच गया था ना, masala which was remaining, I will add this masala here. See, our bhindi is done. See, I have taken a broader jali so that it's easier to shift it. Our bhindi has been steamed and is ready to eat. I'll just slow the gas, let it cook little bit on slow gas. See, we have to get into the habit of eating food like this, which is lightly cooked. You know, we are so much for taste all the time. This is also tasty, absolutely tasty. Only thing is, we are so conditioned. See, you can see how well it is cooked. So I am putting off the gas, and I will just plate it now. So here is our stuffed bhindi masala, which is ready. It was so easy to cook. It hardly took any time. You just steam it. You add your masalas first, and then you just make your tadka in your kadai. See, little effort we have to take if we want to give our family healthy to eat. You know, we are so used to putting oil. We are so used to adding so many things. Our stomach doesn't need all those things. We need to eat simple food, easy to digest. Now, you can have this with your chapatis. It's very, very tasty. You see, I'll just eat little bit and show you. It's garam hai, it's hot, but it's yum. The nimbu ka taste, the garam masala, the onions. You can just pick up the onions also and just have it like this. It's very tasty. Now, people who use oil or ghee, before you take it from the kadai out, gas band karke, you can put little oil or little ghee, whatever you want to have, at the last end and off the gas. Off the gas, then pull 1 spoon and then just stir it, and that's it. Don't heat your oils. Don't heat your ghees. They make it very, very toxic because there is no smoking point for them. So don't do that. Make your dal, make your sabji, upar se thoda add kar do. It's so easy to make this. I'll be coming out with more videos like this on more vegetables which I make. If you have any vegetable in mind, let me know, and I will see whether I can make that also with with zero oil, and then how you can cook it very lightly so that the nutritive value of the vegetable is not lost. Otherwise हम भून के we kill the vegetable, then it is only taste, nutritive value zero. So if you like this recipe, please make this at home for your family, and if you want to have more recipes like this, please click the subscribe button so that you will get notified of the other videos. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this bhindi. Thank you.